Wisconsin. It's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. And the Green Bay Packers taking on Dwayne Haskins and the Washington football team.
This is what I'm talking about. NFL playoffs at Lambeau Field with a snowstorm camped out over the upper Midwest. Let's go. It's time for some great football in Green Bay. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Washington football team and the Green Bay Packers. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Here we go with the Packer offense guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self. Because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 level. Went to a junior college, went to Cal, and just blew up there. And then, of course, is a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round, and then had to sit behind Brett Favre for a few years in Green Bay before getting his shot. Now he's probably one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen come down the pipe.
13 yards on the game's opening play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Thomas Davis gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. First carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and forced the incompletion.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
First down, Washington.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
He's taken
A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. Oh, he almost picked him. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Had to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
At the 9-yard line.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Rodgers now on first down. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Ryan Anderson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Caught by Jones. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with the rhythm. Now, when we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether it's seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Ball carrier.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes. Preston Smith in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. This is taken to the 23. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. Devontae Adams in the Packer offense heading back out. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up first and 10 at their 36-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, he gets attended to. They'll step aside. Keep on the ground with Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Across midfield to the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers complete. This is Lewis. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. 13 yards, first down Packers.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
A gain of 8.
From the 4, it's second and a couple.
At the 4-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from second and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 6 yards away. And the Packers have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long hitting streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator and what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run with McKissick. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
McKissick, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Terry McLaurin.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing again, Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Washington on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Haskins, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the first.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow, he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
And if you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 25 on second down. Haskins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's McKisson. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Flush to his right. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
It's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
At their own 30-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive started very nicely. First down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Rodgers.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
He's got Lewis. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. the shotgun, it's Jones. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Rodgers with the handoff to Aaron Jones.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. On first down, Rodgers. It's caught by Funchess. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Open is Swaim, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Ryan Kerrigan. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice
touchdown, Packers! Josiah DeGuara there to make the grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. They find themselves open for an easy touchdown.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Haskins, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
At the 43-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. 49-yard line. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones, and he's got this down to the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. Then it's second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22-yard line. To throw again, Rodgers forced out to his left. He's got the first down inside the 10. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From the gun, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a... Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. 3 first-half touchdown passes, and the Packers add 6 to their lead. For the extra point. So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
They're unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense, they're leaping the shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Washington takes over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Washington offense set to take over. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Terry McLaurin.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And 10.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, this is the second of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams who will meet in the league championship games next Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other Divisional Round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears doing battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Gadd.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 16 yards, a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
He was looking for Trey Quinn that time, but now it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Haskins will throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
At their own 6-yard line.
Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way through it or just handle it, because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
A gain of
4 receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Now it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Landon Collins.
2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 25.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Brings up second and a yard.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 5 yards remain on second down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He gets them a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled. And he's got it. It's caught from Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down, Washington.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And down inside the 10 at the 9. A huge play there for Washington. And even 40 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people and power his way forward.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. Really solid effort for him right now. Third quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing, you and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front, despite the fact, as you said, we know it's all about the team, but the way he's playing, he's trying to make his team win on his back.
Yeah, it's been exciting. The throw over the middle, taken in, and they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Packers. Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden, the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence that they just get their assignments down, they're getting sync with their runners, and off they went.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Throwing again, Haskins, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Out of the shotgun, Haskins.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. On first down, it's Haskins. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
Fourth down.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Washington.
From the gun, Haskins steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
At the Packers' 33-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Haskins. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. That interception, maybe the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just got to give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, he's going to go deep for Funchess. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one.
Complete.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
At the 40-yard line.
Now we throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now Haskins on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dean Lowry able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of him had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. Open man is good and complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. That one is slant to McLaurin. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. J.D. McKissic, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
43-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 43 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard.
Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
The 30-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And some room to work. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Washington.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On play action, Haskins connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Out of bounds.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They go play action with Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
That's complete. It's Gordon. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. In a wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverage.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 29.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.